I'll read. Just getting back on to give you a quick update on. We've got 3 bets on earlier on the video I done earlier today, where I just showed you how I do hands-on of the race matchup each day. Only got on 3 and it hasn't been a very successful day. I've made a big boo-boo on one of them, which I'm going to go through. I wouldn't care actually know about it because I'm in like a little WhatsApp group with some friends who do match betting, and one of the lads, he's always like whinging on about a little sob story about how he always does something wrong with Paddy Power, and I went and done exactly the same today. I'll show you what it is as we go and I'll just explain it. But so this, I'll just go up them from the third one down here, the unsolved one. So basically, all I look at now, I tend to just go into the bookies, but I'll just go and show you the results. I tend to just go into the bookies to see if I've qualified for anything, like if I've got an extra free bet with Paddy Power, if I've got a £10 free bet with calls for the beaten by a length, and if I've got any free spins. Well, you always get free spins because you get 5 if your horse wins and 10 if your horse loses, so you always get some free spins there. Well, I spent 13 pence, it just depends on whether you get 5 or 10. So I normally just go in and play them, but I'll show you how you can check. So we had Wall Bank here on these 2. Calls was a £10 bet on beaten by a length BBL. So if your horse is beaten by a length, then you get a £10 free bet. And Paddy Power is a £10 free bet if it's second, third, or fourth. So what I just want to show you here is, so that's a 3 o'clock at Goodwood. So just go in and have a look for our horse. So I'll just go into, this is just Sport and Life website. You just need to find somewhere with the results. You could use like Markets or anything like that, some exchange. But Goodwood, 3 o'clock. And that Trillium won it, which I said I probably wouldn't go on because actually won it, but I needed a second, third, or fourth anyway. So you can see Wall Bank finished 3rd, okay. So that, under normal circumstances, I'm going to say we'll get you a £10 free bet with Paddy Power. So that's my 3rd one in a row. Unfortunately, I didn't get it. I'm going to explain why in a minute. And even worse, something else. But Rocket Rod, and you remember that was like Even's favourite there. It comes second. Wall Bank there doesn't qualify for beaten by a length on Cobble because Rocket Rodney was 1 1/4 lengths behind the winner, and then Wall Bank was another half a length back. So the Wall Bank needs to there. If that was half and that was half, you would have got that because it being beaten by a length. If that was a head or a neck and this was a half a length, then that would be fine. But the second place there was obviously a length and a quarter behind, so Wall Bank doesn't qualify there. So we can skip back to Odds Monkey, and I'll just settle this one here for Cobbles. I'll just click on open there, and what we do there is we just settle the bet. Click on this green button here. I think laptop's got no quicker. I don't think I clicked on that properly. And it says, did Wall Bank win or did Wall Bank not win? So we click on not win. All that does is it changes this number. So it lost 68 pence. If it had won, we'd have only lost 67, which if you remember back in the last video was the crack. Click on settle the bet. And then we'll close that and it'll put a little tick in here. Sometimes you need to refresh it. That's just updated there. Sometimes a bit slow to update. Paddy Power, same again, did it win? No, it didn't, so just click on no, so we lost 68 pence on that one. However, we should have qualified for a £10 free bet there because it did come 3rd. We wanted 2nd, 3rd or 4th. And I'll show you why I didn't get that in a second, but I'm going to go into the boogies. And then I'll settle this one as well, so I just need to look to see if Bide won. On the 15.35, and I think this was even bigger favourite than Rocket Rodney. I'm just going to have a look now. 15.35. I did in fact win at a price of 6 to 1 on. Unbelievable. That's absolutely mental. That 6 to 1 on. I don't know why did bother turning up, but anyway, so did win. So unfortunately, that means we only qualify for 5 spins instead of 10, and we're 13 pence down, so we need 13 pence to break even on those 5 spins. So I just clicked on open there, and I'm going to settle this one. Did it win? Yes, it won. If it had lost, we would have lost 12 pence, but it won, so we lost 13 pence. So settle that one. So settled all our wire bets in here, so they've all got ticks in them. So what I'm doing now, if I went to Corals, it shows that I haven't got any free bets or anything, so I'm not even going to bother. I'm going to go into Paddy Power to show you what went wrong, because I noticed it before the actual race took place that I'd made this mistake. If I go into Paddy Power here, you can see I've got £14 and only £10 worth of free bets, and on the video before, if you remember, or if you haven't watched it, go back and watch it, I had £14 and £20 free bet. And what I've actually done is when I placed that bet earlier, and if you want to go back to the video, I haven't gone back and watched it, that I've uploaded onto YouTube, the previous video. But if you go back and look, you'll probably see the blatant mistake I made. I actually put a £10 free, I used one of my 2 £10 free bets. And it's so easy to do. So basically, if I just click on a horse as well as pretend to put a bet on, I'll click on this one down here. It's got a little free bet symbol in there, and that's just showing you that you have got a free bet. But it's down here, it says use free bets balance. Okay. Now the last bet I placed with Paddy Power, sorry, was a £10 free bet. I'd used the one because I had 3, and I'd already used the one. And when you do that, it actually the next time you go in, it defaults. So if I just delete that out there now, I don't know if I have to actually place the bet or not, but I'll just try another one here. Yeah, so it's done there. You don't actually have to place a bet. So this bit here, you have to be aware, just because I went to even just place a bet on that horse there, and I set that to toggle on, and it just defaults that all the time. So depending on however you last left it. So if I leave that toggle on, it'll always be on every time I go back in. So inadvertently, on the bet I placed earlier, I placed a free bet. I used one of my 2 £10 free bets. Now it's a double whammy there, because not only does it use your free bet up, which you don't want to do for a qualifying bet, it also, because I used a free bet, the promotion of finishing 2nd, 3rd or 4th doesn't count because I'm using a free bet. You have to use your own £10 stake. So that's why I haven't got an additional free bet. And I knew that even before the race started. I knew I made that mistake because I came back into Paddy Power for some reason. And I thought, hang on a minute, why have I got £14 still there? It should be £4, and I should still have £20 free bet. And I realised, oh no, I've used one of my free bets. So it's just the way the cookie crumbles. Like I say, my mate whines on about it all the time, and we take the mick out of him. And then I've went and done the same, so hopefully he doesn't see this video because he'll be taking the mick out of me. So what I'm going to do is going to delete that out. But what I can do, because I actually used a free bet on the bookie side, it didn't actually cost me £10 because I already had that £10. It just means I can't make £8 out of the free bet I used. So what I can do is come back to here, open this up. I didn't actually lose 68 pence in that case because I didn't spend £10 of the bookies. I still had me £14 left, if you see what I mean. So I'm going to open this up, and because I didn't spend £10 of the bookies, I think I'll have to unsettle it to change it, because I think I actually made £9.32, which is the, if my sums are right, it's just, so I used a free bet which was just waiting to earn £8-ish on Paddy Power. So I didn't actually place a back bet, if you like. I didn't place that £10 back bet. That was a 0 stake there. I didn't use £10 of my own money. So, but what I did do was I laid £9.32, so I kind of laid the bet to say, right, that horse isn't going to win, and it didn't win, so I won that £9.32. So what I'm going to do here is I can click on settle bet, I can see it didn't win, which it didn't. It's come out for some reason. I'll have to refresh this screen. I think my internet's playing right up here. Hoping this video is still recording because everything's going peaked on. Just try to open that again. Right, so the horse didn't win, so I can click on did not win, and I can change that to £9.32 because we did actually make £9.32 on that bet, even though I wasted a £10 free bet and I didn't get the new qualifying, the new £10 free bet for the horse coming third, which is a bit annoying. But at the end of the day, it's not, you know, it's a little bit. It would have been the worst thing would have been if that horse had won, because I would have lost the £9.32 lay as well, and I wouldn't have put £10 on the back, so it wouldn't have matched itself off. So that's how it stands there. So it's been a pretty unproductive day. I haven't had time to come back. I normally come back on after I've done these race matches for the day. I come back on and do some extra places, which I should have done today, but I just haven't had time and been doing. You can probably tell I've been doing a bit of painting in my flat. I haven't got too much time spare to spend on the extra places at the moment. I should have probably made time this week because it's Goodwood, and I think there's been some good extra place opportunities, especially today. I don't think it was so good yesterday, but it looks like there's been some today. But I'll probably jump on tomorrow and or Friday and try and do some. So that's it. Just a quick update on that. Just beware Paddy Power, and making sure you're not placing a free bet, because most bookies, when you're placing a free bet, you have to specify and click something to say you want to place a free bet, and that's where it's easy to fall in the trap of doing that. Whereas with Paddy Power, it always remembers your last usage, so it always remembers if your last bet was a free bet or not, or whether you got that on or off. That just stays on or off the whole time. Just something to be aware of, because it's obviously caught me out there. Okay, so that's a summary of the race match. I only got on sort of 3 bets there. Normally I'd have the Coral Casino, I think it's called Spin Insurance. So I'm going, and if I normally do a few BBLs, 2, 3 or 4. I normally have on, and I normally win 1 or 2 as well, but obviously I only had 1 on, which I lost. I'll show you the Ladbrokes. I'll go in because obviously Bayed won, but I should still have 5 free spins. I'll go into Ladbrokes and open up my messages. It should tell me in here I've got some free spins. I think it's called Only Spins and Horses or something like that. Yeah, you've got free spins there from Only Spins and Horses, so you click on that basically. It says offer claimed, and then you see a spin here. So you can see I've got 5 because the horse won. I would have 10 there if I hadn't won. So remember on that horse there, we had a QL qualifying loss of 13 pence. So if I don't get 13 pence on these 5 spins, I've run out at a loss. It's nip and tuck actually with 5 spins whether you're going to get 13 pence. Sometimes you can sometimes get a good win. I'm going to run you through now. We'll see ya. Just before I go, give this a blast. You think of it as sort of buying 5 spins or 10 spins. Hopefully, normally I get 10 because unless you're on the favourites, you know, if you're on a higher odds horse, then you normally get your 10 spins. But obviously, the QL on a higher odds horse is normally a little bit bigger, so you end up on like one of the first 2 or 3 favourites. It depends on the race. That's the feature race of the day. It's taking absolutely ages to load up. Oh, dear me. It is. I need to sort this Wi-Fi out. It seems to have been particularly bad today. Like I say, I don't know if it's a Wi-Fi. I'm going to actually reboot this laptop because it's not. I was going to show you these 5 spins, but maybe I'll have to dip out because that is just not moving at all. And unfortunately, I've left the hotspot phone next door, and it's going up there now. I've left a hotspot phone next door. Which won't be helping the signal at all. And yeah, we'll go 100. Take your time in your own time. It's just the length of time it's showing to display this as well. It's just ridiculously slow. There I am eventually. I don't know if I've just appeared on your screen or not. So there you go, 5 games, 10 pence a play. Excuse me. 5 games, 10 pence a play, 3 games. So we'll see if we'll get 13 pence. This would normally make a noise. I don't know if you can hear that in the video, but I've got a microphone plugged in, so it's not at the moment. So we've got nothing from that one. You can see here it's telling us how many spins we've got left. Oh, there's a win. It's a nice win, that. Got £5 there in the middle. How slow is this? That normally backs up straight away. Dear me. It'll take half an hour to play. Oh, it's only 40 pence. Don't know what the £5 was in there. No. Not good. You must only get the lowest or something like that. I'm not sure, unless you need 3 £5 ones. I thought you always got a £5 if it landed there, but clearly not. Mine's 40 pence. It's I'm in profit now anyway after losing 13. That looks like it's going to be it. Yeah. That's it, 40 pence. So, not good. I suppose it could have been worse. It could have been 5 lossless spins. So I'll go back to here. What I do here is do manual entry. I even log the small amounts, because obviously you've done a small amount qualifying also. Why not log a small win? So in here I put was only spins and horses. I got 5 spins. I just leave that as miscellaneous. I need to find the bookies down here, which was Ladbrokes, KL, about a little bit Ladbrokes, and down here I just specify it was on the slots. And then in here I put the 40 pence win, and then we'll just say it was settled here, and save it. It all adds up. I mean, 10 of those is £4. I know, so you can see there as well, I've done minus 13 pence plus 40, so that's only a 27 pence profit. You might think, well, it's not really worth it for like, I've put a bet on, record the result of that bet, and you only lost 13 pence, and then do 5 free spins. You've got to bear in mind though, like sometimes that's 10, well, more often than not, it's 10 free spins and not 5. It's just what horse won today. We still ran at a profit, and sometimes even not 5 or 10, even not 5 spins, on more likely 10, you can win 2 or 3 quid. At which point it does make it a little bit worth it, especially if you're doing that every day and adding on all the other things you're doing. So it still leaves me at £9 for the day. So that's it for this video. That's just £9 off the racing matches on this tool here. And that's a low day really. I'd probably normally put a lot more than 3 bets on. I'd probably have anywhere between 5 and 10 on the racing matches. I'd have 3 or 4 BBLs. I'd have the Coral Casino Spin Insurance, I think it's called. I'd have the Ladbrokes one that I've got there, and I'd normally have the Sky Bet and the Paddy Power as well. I didn't get on the Sky Bet one today. And then after the racing matches, normally probably be anywhere between £10, £15, 10 to 20 maybe. And then after that, obviously I've got some Paddy Power. Well, I've only got one left now, one Paddy Power free bet. So you have to add the £8 I'm going to get off that on. Which I'm going to do another video when I do that bet. I might do that straight after this one. To up me £9 for the day, because that's pitiful really. Normally it's a lot. Normally get a lot more of that. And then I'll normally go on the extra place matches, like I said. And I'll do another video on the extra place matches when I do some of those. Try and do some live as well and see how we get on. But that's it for now. That's a racing match. £9 a day off the racing matches. you know, if you say round that up to a tenner, 30 days in the month, if you've done it every day, it's £300 for the month just on the racing match. That's the concept of match betting. Every little bit of profit adds up. Profit's profit, as I say. A profit is a profit, and all add up. If you're getting like another source of income from the other strategies on match betting, then you're laughing all the way at the bank, really. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you've got anything you want to ask, or if you've got any other ideas or something I'm doing wrong, maybe, just put something in the comments, and happy to discuss it. Okay, thanks very much. Cheers out. Bye.